And welcome back, everyone, to the FX Open Invitational Series. I am Unstable, joined here by Railkin. We're going to go into game number 2 here of the losers match for Group J. It is going to be FXOJKS up against NSHSting. Daybreak will be the map, as Sting currently up 1-0 with some nice early aggression. We do see, of course, up the top right-hand corner, we have JKS opening with a hatch first, as our Blue Zerg. And then down here we see NSHSting opening with a Rax first coming in as our yellow Terran. Now, Sting, every single game we've seen him play has been extremely aggressive in every way, shape, or form. And a lot of the time when I see stuff like that, I instantly feel he's not confident with his late game, especially in a tournament position. And this really handicaps him later on, because once people start to catch on to that, it really doesn't help him at all, because they just start playing defensively and shut him down. So this time we do see a one Rax expand coming out from him, which is nice. We do see, of course, the gas steal coming in from JKS, though.
Yeah, that's really just going to be able to get some information, like see how many Marines pop out, gives him an idea of what he's doing. Like right now, the second Marine didn't pop out, so he knows that he went for a command center. If any other Marines fail to come, then he's, just gets even more information. And in a second, since there's only one Marine, he can cancel and try and get the drone away to take a look, because I think he has enough to actually slip away depending on which side the drone pops out on. So we might see him do that in a second. And I don't know, we'll have to see what... Oh, he lets it finish. Interesting. So he seems to think that since there's no second Marine out, that Sting really wanted that second gas so he could tech up really quick. So he decided to delay this extractor by just letting it finish, or he just wasn't paying attention.
Well, a lot of the times you see that happen, it's usually intentional, just because, like, the drone's going to die anyway. You're going to make, like, 6 minerals back. Might as well just delay him for a lot longer. We do have Double Queen coming out now for JKS, straight into a Roach Warren, so we're going to see some early aggression coming in from him this time. Into this, we do see, of course, a command center. It's finished up. We've got a bunker on the low ground. We've got a factory at the top, so this actually worked well for JKS. With this build order choice by Sting. It'll come down to, can he kill this bunker in time, and can he get the number of roaches out he wants?
I think it's the same read why he let the extractor finish, because you saw as soon as the extractor died, that Sting immediately dropped a refinery on top of it. And if you look at this Overlord vision, he saw that with the Overlord. So he knows that as soon as the extractor died, he dropped the gas. He knows that Sting wants to attack, he wants to move up, and he's probably playing a little bit greedy, since he went one Rax Expo into trying to get double gas, then dropping the refinery as fast as possible. So this is a pretty good situation to go for a Roach bust in, based on all the information he's got, and he's just going to go for it.
Yeah, we do have a starport on the way for him as well, as for Sting as well now, though. And with 9 roaches, it's going to come down to how well can Sting react. We do see the two supply depots in front of this bunker is going to help out a little bit. However, with the Hellions out, there's going to be really no DPS coming out on these roaches, and it's going to come down to how few SCVs can Sting lose. He will eventually clean up the roaches, which is normal with this build. As you can see, JKS is droning immediately behind this as well, as he's actually supply capped at the moment. So
he also doesn't have Zergling speed even started, so he's not.
Oh, look at this in the watchtower. He's actually going to get one. He's going to get both of these Hellions before anything actually happens. He's going to run into the other roaches. Very unfortunate for Sting. That is huge for him.
Yeah, having those Hellions alive, they don't do a lot of damage, but if you can kite them, keep them behind the wall, position them nice to do splash damage, it definitely helps. The SCVs are all here to try and repair this bunker, which is going to give him some good free targeting on the SCVs, which is what JKS is after right now. He's not actually doing the all-in, but Sting doesn't know that. He thinks that this is actually full-on bust, so he's giving him these SCVs in an attempt just to keep this bunker alive. So this is working out pretty well for JKS. He can stand on top of this supply depot.
Oh, the supply depot
up as well. Oh my god, if he just keeps those roaches there, then they can all get up the ramp.
Yeah, they can. He's lost a lot of SCVs at the same time as well. Here come the extra roaches, and we do see 4 Hellions at the front there, but now the roaches in the main base. We do see a Banshee popping out, so we will eventually clean this up as we expected. He's actually going for that tech lab here for a second.
I think that was a misclick. Now he's trying to focus down as many SCVs as he can, because he's not actually trying to break them. He's trying to do as much damage as possible. We saw that he was droning behind it. He didn't go for the Zergling speed to follow this up either. If he had gone for the Zergling speed, he might have actually gotten the game, based on the number of Hellions that he killed and the number of SCVs, but that's just not what he was going for, and now Sting is going to go for a delayed cloak response. I'm not sure if that's going to work out for him, because after losing a lot of SCVs like that, that's not an uncommon move. So I'd expect JKS to play this a little bit safe. He's got a lair on the way, Does he have an evolution chamber? Yeah, evolution chamber is about to finish. I would not be surprised if he just throws down spore crawlers for safety, and because he knows there's at least one Banshee on the field.
Yeah, well, the 2 are already out. We do see a Raven on the way as well behind this. But with a third orbital command that will allow Sting to catch back up in that work account, it's 27 to 40, sorry, 28 to 50 now. And JKS in a very strong position at the moment. He did enough damage. He did not overcommit to it. He targeted down SCVs rather than anything else. Got few Hellions as well, and now he's got the Spore Crawlers to defend against these Banshees. Does he see them coming in? Yes, he does with that Creep Tumor.
There's an Overseer on the way as well, so he's definitely reading this. Like, he knew that this is coming. The Banshees are going to get a few drone kills, but Spore Crawlers are now done. How many queens does he have? Oh, he's got 4 queens, so yeah. This isn't going to do much. He's got the Macro Hatch about to finish and the third base. He could pick away at the third base if he scouts it, but I don't think he's actually going to swing down that way because the one Banshee is really low health.
Well, the Creep's already at that third base pretty much, so he's going to be able to get down there to defend it regardless. So now we're looking at pretty much a flip situation of our first game, where JKS is in a pretty demanding lead right now.
Look at the number of Marines that Sting has right now, and JKS is in a really good place economically, and he's going for a Spire. Like, he could just cut all production, make a ton of mutas, and that could actually just win the game. Just because there's not that many Marines out. He is actually starting to supplement this with some more Marines, but there's only 8 right now. He has invested in a decent number of Hellions. There's not much anti-air, like, there's no turrets anywhere. These mutas could actually do a lot of damage, and since he's already hurting economically, that could just cripple him permanently.
Yeah, that's very true. We do see JKS sees the third timing here for Sting.
Oh! He just scouted the Banshees and the Raven coming in towards his natural with the Zerglings.
Oh, nice.
So now Sting is just like, okay, do we even want to go for this right now? And they're just hesitating. He's going to be able to kill Creep Tumors with this Raven, which is a nice touch. But the mutas are about to pop, and if he's not careful, these are all going to die.
Yeah, that's very true. We do see... Oh, I thought the sound was desynced there for a second, but that's alright. It seems to me just be me tripping out. We do see mutas on the way now. They're just going to pop out. He's going to be seen by these... Oh, turrets! Auto turrets coming down. They actually do quite a bit of damage to those mutas. He's going to lose one! Oh, that was a close transfuse coming in, but now he's got another muta flying straight over them. Probably not the best idea there, buddy. But we do see Zerglings into the third base as well.
Raven's gonna die. It's getting chased down by the Mutalists. The Banshees are gonna slip away though. Those auto turrets do a surprising amount of DPS, and they catch people off guard. They do more damage per second than a Marine without stim, and they've got tons of health and pretty good range. So you got to be really careful around them. A lot of people just aren't used to seeing them, so it can catch them by surprise like that.
Yeah.
But it was a really clutch transfuse. JKS isn't going after the mineral lines because he's assuming there's turrets, but there aren't. Maybe just overestimating Sting a little bit. He assumes that he wouldn't have skipped this, but he would have had a pretty good opportunity to harass since there were absolutely no turrets. There's only one being built, but he's going to swing to third base now. Yeah,
we got Zerglings and mutas coming in here now. We do see one tank stuck at the back there. He's just stuck in between a rock and a hard place with just the Zerglings tearing him apart. SCV's going down, and now JKS will stop this third base.
Look at that. Both Stim and Siege were very short amounts from being done at the exact moment that JKS came in and attacked. So there's just nothing he could do to stop that, not against that many units. He needed Stim Pack, or at least Siege. If he gotten a couple good Siege shots off on those Zerglings, it would have done a lot of damage, and he would have at least traded a little bit better.
Yeah.
But after losing all those units, he's just in a really tough spot. Worker count is 50 to 69, so it looks a little bit better, but you know, JKS is going for his fourth base down in the corner. He has the Macro Hatch for a long time. He's just slamming out units. There's a lot of Banelings on the way, so it looks like he's just going to try and end this in one big go.
Yeah, that does certainly look like the case. We do see, of course... Well, and now I've lost my train of thought. We do see lots of Zerglings coming across. We got the fourth base up and running now for JKS. He's got enough Banelings here to really make a big difference. 27 on the way. He's got +1 attack coming as well for them.
And he's got to be careful. The siege mode's done. Stim is as well. If he gets overconfident here, this might not actually end the game.
Yeah, and there goes the siege tank fire coming in, and we do see everything coming through now. But there's just so much stuff. I don't think it's even going to matter. Nice splitting here from Sting.
Not the best. A lot of Marines survived. They've got Stim. The Muta's getting chased away, taking some damage, but more Banelings are going to come in now. How can he do against them? But this tank in the high ground just keeps nailing these Banelings.
Yeah, he's leading with the Banelings, not the Marines, but he does manage to finish up that tank eventually. We got more reinforcements circling, streaming across the map now, and it really comes down to can he get some good shots off on these Marines for the Banelings. But he's in a nice position behind that bunker, and it looks like he's going to have to go back and take out that third. But remember, he's 2 bases up right now. He's a good 80 supply up as well. So at this point, it doesn't really matter all that much.
If this game was closer...
Oh, losing a lot of mutas there.
Yeah, if this game was closer, that would have been really bad for JKS, but he's so far ahead that he can afford to do that because he's just delaying the third base, and it's really hurting Sting's production. He just can't keep up enough units without that third base of production. You can see he's muling his natural with the third orbital command, just he can't mine over here. So JKS is just focusing on denying this base, using his extra 2 base economy, just flood him with units, and eventually he will overwhelm him.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, so we do see just there's too much stuff coming in here for JKS. Honestly, there's just so much stuff coming through. And let's see if this final push does do it for him. We do see Siege Tank in a pretty much perfect position behind these 2 factories back here. However,
yeah, that's a really nice spot.
Looking at the upgrades as well, we got 1-1 for the ground army, +1 attack for the air compared to the 1-1 as well. So it's pretty even on that front, but there's just so much stuff here for JKS. He's just biding his time, waiting to max out by the looks of it before he moves into the kill.
I think he's just waiting, trying to see if he can get Sting to move some of his units forward. He does catch a few of these Marines and a few of the SVs as well, but now he's just going to go in. He is focusing the siege tanks on the Banelings again. Nice control from Sting, but that's just so many units.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He hasn't actually splitting his Marines. There we go. He is going to split them now, and very nicely done. Except he doesn't actually do the extra split after he's got them into those initial groups, and that really turned around to bite him. But there's the GG coming in that we saw coming a mile away. Congratulations to JKS. He will take game number 2 here now in this losers match. Let's go into the final game and see which one of them makes it into the final match.